Welcome to our channel, where today we'll introduce you to 10 practical strategies based on Stoicism to tackle one of the most common issues we all face: overthinking. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have control over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Surely you've often felt caught in the endless spiral of thoughts, from the noise of daily life to hesitations and nameless worries. In this video, we're not just introducing these strategies, but also guiding you on how they can bring about a lasting change in your life. We'll delve into how you can use these strategies to actively control your thoughts and emotions, leading to a less stressful, more focused, and happier life. Don't miss the end of the video, where we'll reveal special tips for you to immediately apply these lessons in practice, helping you not only address current issues, but also prevent future difficulties. If you're ready to begin your journey of self-transformation, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel now. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our helpful videos. Let's explore and overcome these challenges together, making your life a more exciting and meaningful journey. Start now. Let's go. Number 1. Stoicism helps stop overthinking. 1. Stoicism, in modern life, helps us recognize and confront the allure of overthinking. Like a clear day obscured by a cold fog, overthinking starts with minor worries and can expand to threaten our mental stability. In the noisy, busy world, Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher king, once stated, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." So, how do we overcome this? An effective technique promoted by Stoicism is to treat overthinking as an external factor. Don't make your thoughts your enemy, but recognize them as saboteurs that don't belong to you. Imagine these thoughts like clouds passing over a sturdy mountain. You are that mountain, strong and immovable. Next, observe these thoughts without engaging. Imagine placing them in a balloon and simply watching it float away. This process helps to lessen their burden and reinforces the realization that thoughts are temporary and transient. They only disrupt if you allow them to persist and take power in your mind. Practicing this visualization develops a mental reflex, making it easier for you to detach and let the thoughts pass before they turn into a psychological storm. With each day of practice, you'll become more adept at distinguishing yourself from the downpour of overthinking, realizing that you are not the sum of your thoughts. This distinction creates a shield, maintaining your inner peace like earplugs in a noisy crowd. When you find yourself overthinking, immediately stop. Recognize these thoughts as unnecessary noise, irrelevant and separate from your true self. By doing so, you not only protect yourself from obsessions, but also gradually reclaim peace for your soul. Number 2. Stoic practices to stop overthinking. 2. Have you ever felt trapped in a whirlwind of what-if thoughts or doomsday scenarios? It's like having multiple browser tabs open in your head at once, each blaring noise that you can't pause. This is a hallmark of modern life, where we often feel pressured to keep everything under control, making the cycle of overthinking seem inevitable. Like a cluttered desk, a cluttered mind also needs tidying. Redirecting your mental energy is not just about seeking peace. It's about regaining control and silencing the incessant noise of what could happen so you can appreciate what is happening. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." This advice lays the foundation for regaining control by refocusing your energy. To prevent overthinking, start by anchoring yourself in the present. Focus on a single, small task, and invest your energy in completing it. This shift in focus will pull you out of the what-if spirals and anchor you in reality. Practical examples include tidying up your workspace, going for a brisk walk, or immersing yourself in a book. These activities require you to concentrate on now rather than tomorrow or yesterday. When you align your thoughts with your actions, you're not just distracting yourself, you're directing your flow of energy. Stoicism isn't about suppressing thoughts, but managing them skillfully. By choosing where to invest your mental energy, you're practicing a form of mental discipline. The goal isn't to completely eliminate overthinking, which is unfeasible, but to recognize when it no longer serves you, and to have the tools to adjust it. Like training a muscle, the more you focus your energy, the stronger and more flexible your mind becomes. You'll find that the overwhelming thought streams can be controlled, step by step, through deliberate action and true presence in each moment. Number 3. The Stoic method to stop overthinking. 3. Recognize that our minds often get caught in a relentless loop, entangled with past memories or worries about the future. This is the trap of overthinking, where our thoughts no longer visit us, but become persistent intruders. This happens to everyone, from students stressed about exams to professionals anxious about presentations, or anyone trying to sleep while their mind keeps spinning. In this mental race, we can find solace in the teachings of Epictetus. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living person. Although stern, this quote profoundly highlights the importance of recognizing the impermanence in our lives and thoughts. The reality is that everything changes, including the persistent thoughts in our heads. When we continuously overthink, we tend to cling to these thoughts as if they are immutable. Realizing their impermanence means accepting that thoughts come and go. They are not eternal. Understanding this can be a guiding light when you feel stuck in a whirlwind of thoughts. Practicing acceptance of impermanence is essentially cultivating the habit of letting go, a form of mental decluttering, where you become aware of releasing thoughts that don't serve you. You can do this by imagining a river, with each thought as a leaf floating away, or as clouds constantly changing shape and eventually dissipating. This visualization not only provides immediate relief, but also deeply nurtures an understanding of the changing nature of thoughts. Making this practice a part of your daily routine can revolutionize your relationship with your thoughts, not by trying to push them away, but by allowing them to freely leave. Letting go is not about giving up, but a courageous act of not letting redundant thoughts occupy space in your mind without benefit. As you get better at this, you will find yourself in a new mental space, a quiet that has always existed but was filled with the noise of overthinking. Embracing impermanence is not just a technique. It's a shift towards a more peaceful and present life. Number 4. Stoic methods to stop overthinking. 4. We're all familiar with the feeling of anxiety, like the constant humming from a fridge in the corner of the room. Sometimes it's soft, other times it's impossible to ignore. This anxiety often arrives uninvited, overwhelming our thoughts when we need to focus on work, enjoy time with friends, or even during sleep. Our mind is like a stage where worries are the main actors performing endlessly without a script. However, the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once advised, "If you wish to improve, be content to appear foolish and silly." This might seem unrelated, but it's actually a powerful reminder to prioritize the peace of your mind over unnecessary worries. Create a specific time each day, perhaps 20 minutes in the afternoon, to focus solely on your worries. During this time, Fully understand, analyze, and possibly write down what you're truly worried about, determining whether they are likely to occur and what you can do about them. This focus session not only helps you realize that many of our worries are just shapeless ghosts when directly confronted, but also teaches the mind that worries have their own time and place. Once that time is over, you continue with your life without letting anxieties dominate. By doing this, you regain control of your day. The aim is not to completely eliminate all worries, which is impossible, but to limit and manage them. This technique acts like a mental cleanup, helping you organize your thoughts and enjoy the quiet space of a neatly arranged mind. You'll find that, when not allowed to run rampant, worries lose their power, and your life becomes lighter and more enjoyable. Imagine a man named James, a financial expert from New York, who is frequently haunted by worries about his job and future. James fears that he's not capable enough to achieve the ambitious goals he has set. These worries not only dominate his thoughts during work hours, but also stretch into the evening, causing him sleepless nights and an inability to relax, even when with family or friends. After studying the principles of Stoic philosophy, James decided to spend 20 minutes each day confronting his worries. During this time, he allowed himself to focus entirely on his concerns, analyzing their origins and validity. He realized that most of his worries were due to self-imposed pressures and lacked a solid foundation. This process not only helped James gain a clearer understanding of the nature of his anxieties, but also reduced the stress in his daily life. He learned that while he couldn't eliminate worries completely, he could manage them effectively. In this way, James no longer allowed worries to control his life. He began to enjoy life more and felt more in control of his mind and emotions. The lesson from James's story is that each of us can find peace of mind by limiting and managing our worries instead of letting them run wild. This simple yet powerful technique not only helps reduce anxiety, but also gives us a sense of control and autonomy, leading to a more relaxed and happy life. Number 5. The Stoic method to stop overthinking. 5. In this high-pressure life, when overthinking becomes a burden, it can feel like carrying a massive boulder on our shoulders. Each worry, each fear, seems to weigh as much as the world, burying us under the dark clouds of our own thoughts. But this isn't a solitary struggle. It's part of the human experience, a common condition anyone can face in a world that demands excellence everywhere, from work and relationships to personal development and social standing. Marcus Aurelius, a model of Stoicism, once pointed out, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound advice forms the foundation of the 5th technique we use to cope with overthinking, turning heavy thoughts into practical steps. When your mind is grappling with a significant issue or a deep worry, break it down into smaller, more manageable parts. Ask yourself, what is the next step I can take right now? Don't worry about the 5th, 10th, or 20th step. Just focus on the next one. Acting on one small step may seem insignificant, but it's actually a powerful strategy to reduce overthinking. By focusing on a specific action, you shift energy from worrying to executing. It's like gradually untangling a large knot. You're not denying the complexity of your worries, but you're purposefully and precisely controlling them. The simplicity and effectiveness of this technique are evident in that each small step you take builds momentum to continue moving forward. When you look back, you'll see that the boulder of worry is now just a pile of small stones that you've overcome step by step. This method not only teaches you patience and resilience, but also inspires confidence in your ability to tackle challenges. What once seemed insurmountable now lies behind you, with overthinking replaced by a sense of accomplishment and mental clarity. Number 6. Stoicism helps stop overthinking. 6. The human mind is a strange labyrinth. It often leads us into cycles of overthinking about our shortcomings, potential errors, or unachieved accomplishments. This usually leaves us feeling tired and unsatisfied. Focusing too much on the negative aspects, or the unachieved, has the effect of overshadowing the accomplishments and joys that are present in our lives. As Seneca advised, true happiness lies in enjoying each present moment, without anxiety about the future. This advice comes from Stoicism, which emphasizes shifting our mindset from a sense of lack to a sense of abundance, from worry to gratitude. We need to recognize and appreciate the value of the present, the good things that we often overlook because we are too busy worrying about the future. By practicing gratitude daily, we can break free from the negative loop of thoughts and step firmly onto the fertile ground of the present, where life truly shines. Start by acknowledging 3 things you are grateful for each day, whether it's a delicious cup of coffee, a warm hug from a friend, or simply the quiet of the early morning. These, albeit small, will redirect your thoughts, helping you to appreciate and enjoy what is happening around you. Gratitude not only soothes overthinking, but also enriches our daily lives. It highlights the positives and gradually shifts our internal perspective from scarcity to abundance. Over time, this practice will change the way we face life's challenges, turning them into opportunities to recognize and appreciate the good we already have. This not only makes us happier in each moment, but also builds a solid foundation of satisfaction, helping us to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life. Number 7. Stoicism helps stop overthinking. 7. We often easily fall into the trap of overthinking, where our minds continuously confront what-ifs and potential disappointments. As a result, we become paralyzed by the fear of uncertain outcomes, forgetting that the action itself is what matters. In modern society, we are often taught that only results measure success. But this is a misconception that Stoicism helps us abandon. As Epictetus taught, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. This is a powerful reminder that instead of focusing solely on outcomes, we should concentrate on the quality of our efforts and integrity in each action. Whenever you find yourself worrying too much about the future, ask yourself, are you trying your best? Are you acting with a good attitude? Are you living true to your values? This approach encourages us to live fully in each moment, focus entirely on our efforts, and realize that this is what we can control. When we shift our focus from worrying about outcomes to appreciating the process, we free ourselves from the shackles of overthinking. This not only liberates us from unnecessary worries, but also turns each action into an expression of our character and commitment. Ultimately, this shift in focus opens up a new perspective on life, allowing us to tap into our potential, foster resilience, and face life's challenges in a balanced and harmonious way. When you understand that each step is not just a means to an end, but also a reward of living a purposeful life, you will see the true value of effort and find peace within yourself. Number 8. Stoicism helps stop overthinking. 8. Regularly overthinking can turn us into prisoners of endless thoughts, making our minds spiral into a cycle of worry and unease. When faced with challenges or changes, we often try to plan for every scenario, causing unnecessary fatigue. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Life is more like a wrestling match than a dance," reflecting the Stoic belief that facing and overcoming difficulties is fundamental. We can train our minds to adapt to uncertainty and reduce excessive thinking by consciously enduring discomfort. Start with small steps like taking cold showers, sleeping without a pillow, or choosing to walk instead of driving. These actions are not self-punishment, but ways to explore and become accustomed to discomfort, learning to face and accept it without judgment. This acceptance gradually reduces the fear of discomfort, and instead helps calm the mind, reduces negative reactions to change, and focuses on what we can control. This not only minimizes overthinking, but also builds inner strength, steadying us against life's fluctuations. We'd love to hear your thoughts on applying Stoic principles to stop overthinking and face life's discomforts. Your experiences and opinions not only help us understand better, but also contribute to a strong community where everyone can learn from each other. If you agree with the Stoic view on training the mind to be more resilient against challenges, please leave a 1 in the comments below. If you have any additional thoughts or perspectives, feel free to share them in the comments section. We look forward to hearing from you. Number 9. Stoicism helps stop overthinking. 9. In the whirlwind of overthinking, we often focus too much on the minor details and lose sight of the bigger picture. Thoughts like, "What if this happens?" or "What if that fails?" can lead us astray, losing direction. This micro-perspective turns small problems into invisible walls, occupying our mental space and energy. Seneca once said, "Our life is long enough if it is well spent. We are not short of time, but we waste much of it." This profound reminder urges us to reflect on the fleeting nature of human life. Every moment spent overthinking is a moment not fully lived, a part of life not fully enjoyed. Stoicism advises us to question whether our worries hold any value in the grand scheme of life. To deal with overthinking, we need to regularly take a step back and review our lives holistically. Realize that many of our worries are temporary and ultimately insignificant in the long run. When overwhelmed by thoughts, stop and remind yourself that life is too short to waste on unworthy concerns. By contemplating the ephemeral nature of life, we naturally prioritize experiences and concerns that truly matter. This is not a call to sorrow or detachment, but a reminder to cherish the present and focus on what's important. This is a powerful way to combat overthinking, by helping us concentrate on the present, enriching this moment, and reducing the burden of worry about the future. Let the fleeting nature of life not be a source of worry, but a canvas you paint with the vibrant colors of presence and positive living. Number 10. The Stoic way to stop overthinking. 10. Sometimes we can feel lost in a maze of thoughts, where every choice leads to more confusion and ceaseless worry. Trying to solve a puzzle only to find the pieces multiplying can leave us feeling stuck. This is the trap of overthinking, a cycle with no end, often finding no way out. Seneca, a master of wisdom, once advised, "Consult your friends on everything, especially on those which concern yourself. Their advice may make your thoughts clearer when your self-love might impair your judgment." This simple advice holds a profound truth, helping us find direction in the storm of our thoughts. Stoicism teaches that seeking understanding from outside ourselves can help break the chain of relentless thought. Sometimes it's a fresh perspective from a friend, objective advice from a mentor, or timeless lessons from classic literature. In modern times, turn to those you trust and value their opinions. It could be a team member or an experienced professional. Sharing your thoughts with them not only clarifies what you're pondering, but also opens up opportunities for objective feedback you might have missed. This method not only offers practical solutions, but also reminds us of the value of human connections. When we share our worries, the burden often feels much lighter. This is not a sign of weakness, but a manifestation of the collective strength we possess as social beings. Let the wisdom of others illuminate your path out of the darkness of overthinking. With each conversation, you'll find problems easier to solve, not because they are less complex, but because you are no longer alone in seeking solutions. Which of these methods resonates with you? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Today's insights could be the stepping stones to a more serene and lighter life. On the path to purifying the soul and minimizing overthinking, each step we take is not only a mark on the journey of intellectual discovery, but also vivid evidence of our ongoing self-improvement. Ancient Stoic masters taught that peace of mind is not a destination, but a long-lasting journey. And to maintain this journey, we need self-control, a deep understanding of ourselves, and continuous challenges to our thinking limits. Start with small but firm daily changes, gradually eliminating unnecessary repetitive thoughts, making room for fresher and more positive ideas. Remember, in the race against yourself, there's no need to rush. What matters is constant progress. If the advice and lessons from these Stoic teachings have truly added value to your life, please subscribe to the channel and like to continue with us on this path of discovery and application of this philosophy. Don't forget to share this video and leave a comment, "I can," or watch the videos at the end of the screen to keep learning and growing each day, one step closer to a life of real freedom and self-control.